Jane, would you kindly read yours bio for us?
Thank you very much, John Hammond. So JMH Technology UK Limited, and he's the owner. And the nature of the business is electronic fire and security installers. And they're based in Hammond, but their preferred area coverage is anywhere outside of the A406, but especially Amsterdam and Barcelona. Fun with that. So he's filled out a few of the personal selection items. The best day out, he loves going to musical theatre in London. Lovely. A well-known problem that needs fixing: companies, oh dear, companies with way too many automated menus on their phone systems. Sorry, Stuart. Unusual incident. He says, I flew on an old Dakota up to RAF Bosselmouth. He said, luckily they do give you a cushion for the metal seats and some ear defenders. Wow. And can I relax? You put an or in the middle here, but I think it might be and, because it's a glass of red wine and a movie, or the Amazon series Lied to Me. So I think a glass of red wine and something good on the vocal box is perfect together. I give you our one and only John Hammond.
Good morning, everybody. As you know by now, I'm John Hammond from JMH Technology. So what do? We do all types of security systems, whether it's your access control, whether it's CCTV, whether it's your intercom systems. In the past, I've talked about how I got into the industry, but this time I'm going to tell you about some of the projects we've actually just done. And there's
We're not in slideshow mode.
say yes.
We're not in slideshow mode.
I'm sorry.
No. There you go.
Oh. Right, so we've just installed a security system for our clients in Kettering, where we can get CCTV. Now, originally they had a lot bigger than these. These are new Panther Zoo cameras, but they're 4 Panther Zoo cameras trying to cover the compound. Panther Zoo cameras are very, very good. You can control them, turn into the image you want to actually look at, but they're always looking in the wrong place. If the camera's pointed over towards ball, it's not seen over there. Now, you can get new modern cameras which actually will follow someone on the car park, but they have their problems as well. So you imagine Blake's on the car park, camera starts tracking him across the car park, coming into the door, brilliant, but for instance, stop waiting into my car. So, what we did, we installed loads and loads of static cameras. There's more than that, but I couldn't get everything on the screen. So it covers up all of their contents. What it does, it only records on motion. So it saves on this space. But not only does it record on motion, it records prior motion. So 60 seconds before we actually put it on. So it actually sees what happened before the motion started. So it's quite intelligent on how it does that. That way you actually reduce stuff. So they're high resolution cameras, so you can actually get a very good image, and you can actually zoom into the number plate and into the number plate. So you don't lose any quality, but also you get the facial recognition that you can use to the police to be able to identify people. And that can be used in the court of law. The old specifications on what had to be available for evidential use has gone out the window because that relied on the old 625 laws that used to go on Italian and all that. Now with 5 megapixel cameras and 8 megapixel cameras, everything was actually changed. On that side as well, we installed automatic number plate recognition cameras. Automatic number plate recognition is really, really good for alert security, so we use it to open the barrier. But we made the client fully aware of the problem with automatic number plate recognition. And down here, we can't actually see it. There's all the number plates is actually there. When the car is moving into the barrier, every single number plate is open, because it will be E's as F's and everything like that until the car stops. And when it finds a valid number plate, the barrier opens. Now we do have a problem here. If someone's gone and put a black screw in the middle of an O, it leads to the name. All we do there is put that number plate into it. Slow security, it's only there to make it trouble like this. Doesn't stop the experience. We also installed their access control system on the site. So all their transactions of everyone going in, going out are live on the system, but it's also hooked into their fire reporting and visitor system. So when their staff badging in the morning, on the check-in fire report, they are there. But it also includes visitors. Because this is a tenanted building, we've got 4 tenants. Each tenant gets their own fire report of which staff are in and which visitors are in for their personal. They go to their fire assembly hall, scan the QR code, and it lists every one of their staff and every one of their visitors in for that tenant. So no one's looking for the wrong person. When people badge out, it clocks them out. So there's no, oh, was the person here, or did he have it come in this morning? It actually is an overview. So that keeps a report of everything that's going on, and we integrated that. But we also integrated it into the intruder alarm. Want to make life easy. We don't want people to forget to set the intruder alarm or not setting the intruder alarm. So it's integrated into the intruder alarm. They use their badge and a button to set the alarm, and then anyone who has the correct authority, and it is the correct authority, who can come in the morning, will set their area. So if they're coming through the main door, they'll set general mailing, they go to their unit, then set their unit. Only people who are authorised. It's not everybody. So cleaners can, directors can, but not Joe Blocks can. So that's what we've done. We integrated it into the system. On another time, we installed an intercom system. Now they came to us, we already did the barriers, but we didn't do the intercoms. They wanted to expand and move all the desks that the operators had, and they wanted to just put 2 more desks. When we actually went to the manufacturers, because the equipment was 9.5 years old, they wanted £16,000 to upgrade the control group. Didn't include the 2 new desks. So we went away, came up with a better solution for £8,000, and we installed 2 of them, which gives them the video of the driver of the cab, but also the audio. What we did there, we hooked it into we hooked it into the actual phone system as well. We hooked it into the phone system as well. What that does means that they've got software on their computers that we can now put all the operators into call queues. So rather than it being 6 operators, we've now got 12 operators. And any one of those 12 operators can actually answer the phone, people check the barrier they want. So if it's an out barrier coming in, they can open the out barrier over the in barriers. If you we can prioritise the calls, places and get good ones. If the in barriers were being called and an out barrier being called, they couldn't go to the out barrier, all that happened was the actual roadway would be actually gridlocked and they couldn't unload vehicles. So that's what we did. We actually managed to hook it into a software system. But what we also did was put tablets on the desk. So if the computer system goes down, they've still got the intercom plug. We also installed for 2 clients that we do, not big NDA with a lot of clients, but Infor just had a new set of offices in Kettering. So as it go on, we've installed new access control in Kettering. Why do we work for such a big company? It's because they trust us. Is that it?
No, you've got about 4 or 5 minutes. We're good for time, about including questions, about 5 minutes.
So they trust us to do what we do. We've actually got our leads probing into our access control system. So they can ask us to go anywhere in Europe and then just put the access control onto our credentials and we can get it building. So when we turn up at Barcelona, middle of the night, we can get in and fix their system. But again, why do they allow us to do that? It's because they know that we know what we're talking about. We diagnose the fault remotely and we make sure we know exactly what the problem is on site, take the right problems. So when we did a search call in Barcelona, which we flew from Luton, flew straight out there, fixed fault, flew back, we did it all in a day because we'd already ascertained what the fault was. Other companies, they go out there, oh, yeah, I'm going to have to get a part for that, mate. And then 4 days later, they go back. We don't do that. We try fixing the cause first time. And that's what sets us apart from anybody else. But it also makes it cheaper for the client. Now, a lot of current security companies, they make all their money from service calls. They put the cost of installations, but they charge you for service calls. We don't do that. We do very, very few service calls, and that's how we get the internet. We do the whole of Jersey Harbours for their access control. In the 20 years we've been doing it now, we've done 3 service calls there. And all of them are there making quite professional service. But we couldn't do it if we couldn't do that remote support. And so much of the time we want remotely saying, look, this is your problem, you've got to do this, and it fixes it. So that's me, John Hammond from JMH Technology, applied technology to security.
Thank you very much, John. That was a really, really interesting presentation. Well done. I'm confident there were some questions. If anyone has any, would you like to raise your hand? Silly.
Who's first?
Sylvia, shot
Oh,
straight
Sylvia.
up.
Thank you for the information. Do you do domestic as well? Because it's all about the business.
We do domestic for certain clients.
Oh,
We don't do domestics on the standard because they can be a pain in the neck.
all right.
They're always complaining about whatever technical support, students advice there on that. If it's a big client, we'll do the elected houses or the so that we're dealing with the house. So we are strict on who we deal with. But yes, we do domestic.
It's very, very good. They let me do me. The security system they put in place is absolutely first class.
Yeah, the insurance system we're using, Stuart's got it, we didn't install Stuart's, but he's got the same system, it's brilliant.
Paul?
Yeah, you've worked obviously in some security installations, prison type
Yeah.
products. Have you ever been sort of challenged physically for someone trying to do damage?
We had built sound notice at Nigeria High Commission, pointed at our heads because we turned the power and they weren't happy about that. We've been thrown down the stairs at Mental Health Institute.
Other 8 broken ribs.
Yeah.
No.
I lost a screwdriver at Glasgow Prison.
Oh.
Nah, that didn't go that well. But yeah, interesting, yeah.
Do you do, I know it's too late for me now, but doing fire alarms used to be such a headache when I was had a sick call because they never signed in or out. So would you be able to make that system actually would it work for students signing in and out for free periods of the school?
Students, we do a school at the moment where we're trying to implement it. It's very, very hard with students because it's knowing who's gone on a club outing
Yeah.
or not on site because they're on an activity off site. And that's one of the things we're trying to find a way of working out. Standard school, yeah. Especially at junior school with badging, it's all on the system. You can have classroom register taken and they've got all the stuff logged in. Yes, we can do that. In the school, point school, every student got badge, they have to badge in and badge out. The problem we have is when they go and do sporting events and trying to get the staff to mark and motor people on the school doing.
Yes, it's basically staff that make it difficult. I can believe that, yeah.
Oh,
They
yeah.
can't do registers.
Number of staff at the tailgate don't badge out and we have to clear them up at night.
Yeah, teachers are absolute idiots, actually.
We used to email it, the list and saying all the ones who haven't badged out, we used to send it in every day. Then we'd give it
Yeah.
Any more questions?
What's the funniest thing you captured on film?
Oh,
I've not did that one yet.
Oh yeah, that was brilliant, that was. We didn't do the installation, we did the CCTV, but the security guard saw someone walk through the door and without using his badge. So he went to the door, badged his badge and opened the door and the armature plate fell off the door and knocked him out. If he hadn't badged his badge, the armature plate would still been on the magnet and he could have just opened the door.
oh.
Yeah.
Send it to you big framed and get done.
Yeah.
Okay, folks. So I'm gonna finish that there. But thank you again, John. Absolutely terrific. Really good.
Yeah, really good.